Hello, my name is Noel. I'm a psychotherapist. Welcome to this video blog, which today is a short one on a key relationship skill in life, which we have to be careful not to lose. Probably the most important relationship skill that we have, which is listening or communicating through listening and receiving information from somebody. It's going to be a short blog, and then I'll give you some details of how to contact me at the end. So when I say listening and receiving information from somebody else, and being listened to and feeling like we've been heard or that our message has gotten across, I think it's important to understand that that is probably the most crucial skill in life. The ability to communicate and the ability to receive communication. It's got nothing to do with whether you can physically hear somebody or not. If you're deaf, for example, you may use sign language, you may use some other communication system. It may include text and email. It may include Skype conversations, so it's not always necessarily that we're physically located in the same place. But this sense in which somebody has received the information that it's important for us to give them is crucial in life. So we're going to use the shorthand of listening for that, and being listened to, being heard. So listening and being heard. We often talk over each other, communicate over each other, and complete each other's sentences and thoughts and so on, because life has become so busy. We're bombarded, literally bombarded now, by so much information. It's coming at us all the time. News is 24/7. Our social media pages are open all the time on our phones. We're getting emails through on our smartphones all the time, and text messages. There's very rarely a time when we're not bombarded by information. When I go out for a meal with some friends, for example, we have a deal now. We create a pile of phones in the middle of the dinner table, and whoever grabs their phone first ends up paying the bill for everybody else. So it's a good encouragement not to be distracted from the communication, the listening, the talking, the receiving that's happening in that moment, and that social engagement that is so crucial to us. We've become sort of goldfish, and studies are showing that we're only listening to something for about 8 seconds on average, which is slightly insane. I mean, that'd be exaggerated, that, simply because there's a lot of information that we get that we just discard. But here's the truth about our brains, that our working memory, the bit of our brain that's open to current experience, can become full very, very quickly, and start to refuse to receive any more information. We have to be very mindful about what we do about that. And our brain is often sort of geared towards discarding information, because too much information causes overload and shutdown. So we then have to be very thoughtful about what we tune into with ourselves and with other people, through maybe developing mindfulness practice, but also through developing things like active listening skills. Why it's so crucial is that it's through talking or communicating with another person and feeling like our story is connected to them in some way. They emotionally respond, they connect to our story, gives us a bonding sense. There are all sorts of hormones that are involved, which I won't go into, but it gives us a sense of emotional connection, reducing isolation and stress. We're social animals. If we feel isolated, our stress levels go through the roof. So the more connected we feel to other people, because we feel that they connect with us and understand and really listen and hear what we have to say, receive our communication, the less stressed out, the less anxious, the less depressed we are, and the reduction in shame and isolation that occurs. So this key thing of communicating and receiving communication is a fundamental thing that it's important to practice. If you're finding you're feeling isolated, your story is not getting across, there aren't people listening to you, you feel that you're easily distracted and you've lost the ability to just sit down and give somebody a good listening to, I want some help with that, do give me a call. We can maybe work out a few sessions with you to go through some of the techniques and skills that you can develop to improve those skills. And they are skills that you can practice, a bit like an internal muscle. You go to that sort of gym in your sort of with your therapist and practice these skills. So give me a call if you want more information, or you're worried about what's going on in your life. Give me a call, 07506 319 745. That's a UK mobile number. Or drop me a line, info@noelmcdermott.net. That's info@noelmcdermott.net. Thanks for joining me, and do look out for these videos. Do leave sort of comments at the end of the video as to whether you think it's useful or not. I'd like to improve them. I'd like to listen and receive your communication. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.